Hi everybody, welcome back to Roll and Move Reviews. I'm Kirk, your host. Thanks for watching. Today the game we're going to talk about is Batman Love Letter. Now, if you're not familiar with the whole love letter phenomenon, that might sound like a pretty silly name for a game to you. But this is actually based on another little game called Love Letter. It's a Japanese card game published in English by AEG. It's been very popular, had a very successful run, and because of that they're putting out several rethemes, including Batman. So, for those of you who may not have played the original game before, we'll take a look at that, check out the gameplay, see how it works, and then we'll specifically look at Batman, see what this does differently, if it's worth picking up, or if we just stick to the original. Let's take a look. The theme of the original Love Letter, and I use that term theme loosely, is that each player is courting the princess who's locked herself away at a tower. We're all trying to get our love letters as close to her as possible with the help of the different characters represented on the cards we play. In Batman Love Letter, Batman is scouring the streets of Gotham City, hunting down escaped criminals, represented by the cards we play. Two very different stories, but the games play essentially the same. Each player starts his game with one of these cards in his hand, numbered 1 through 8. On your turn, you'll draw up another card, play one of the two cards you're now holding, and resolve the effect of the card you played. The Batman card lets you guess what another player is holding, and if you guess correctly, they're eliminated from the round, and you score one of these cool little Batman tokens. Catwoman lets you look at another player's hand. Bane lets you compare hands with another player, and whoever has the lowest number is eliminated from the round. Robin protects you so that no other cards can affect you till the start of your next turn. Poison Ivy lets somebody discard and drop another card. Two-Face lets you swap cards with somebody. Harley has to be discarded if you're holding either Two-Face or Poison Ivy in your hand with her. And of course Joker's the top dog at number 8. But if you have to discard him for any reason, you're eliminated from the round. Play will continue until all but one player is eliminated, or until there are no cards left to draw. At that point, all remaining players compare hands. Whoever has the highest card scores another one of these tokens, and the first player to hold 7 tokens wins the game. Essentially, this is the same game as the original Love Letter. The biggest differences have to do with scoring. The most significant is the fact that when you play that Batman card in this version of the game, that number 1 card, when you eliminate a player successfully, you also score a point. In the original game, when you played that version of the card, you eliminated a player, but it didn't affect scoring. I'm on the fence how I feel about that. I have seen players use that card deductively, where they watched what everybody else did, and then figured out what somebody was holding. But most of the time, if you get it right, it's just a lucky guess, and I'm not sure you should be getting points for lucky guesses. But other than that, like I said, they're the same game, at least mechanically. Stylistically, of course, completely different, but it doesn't really matter. You could be Batman or a princess, you're doing the same thing. The cards in this game, some of them are a little thematic, where Two-Face flips your hand and Catwoman sneaks in and looks at your card. Those things, they feel like you're playing those characters, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. You're just playing a fun card game with cool Batman art. I purchased Batman Love Letter after owning the original. My reasoning was that I thought I had some players that I could introduce Love Letter to, but a game about writing love letters to a princess would be a tough sell, and they'd be a lot more into the Batman theme. I realized later on that the advantages of the Batman theme could be negated by the fact that the game is actually called Batman Love Letter. I figured this out after I bought this game, and I made the mistake of leaving it out on the counter when I had family over. My sisters got a hold of it and really let me hear about it. Ooh, Batman Love Letter, writing love letters to Batman, ooh. I mean, what could I say at that point? Usually I can own my own nerdiness, but there's no defense for that. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Oh, no, wait, you don't understand. It's based on another game where I'm in love with a princess and I'm writing her love letters. That's not going to help my case. So when I introduce this game to that group I was talking about that would like this theme better, I'm going to take the box and keep it on the site, and I'll just say, hey guys, I got a new Batman card game you might want to play. I'll say, oh, okay, what's it called? I'll say, it's called Shut Up and Learn How to Play the Game. So I'll sit them down and teach it to them, and once they figure it out, once they play it and like it and get hooked, maybe I'll tell them the background, but I'm definitely not going to lead with that name. As far as you're concerned, do you need to own both games? I don't think so. You definitely should own a version of this game. Everybody should. I don't care if you're a serious gamer, casual gamer, don't even call yourself a gamer, but you like playing fun games, you need to pick this up. Nice, small, versatile game. Take it anywhere, play it anywhere, anytime. It's great for waiting in restaurants, waiting in line. If you have a late game night and nobody feels like going home yet, but nobody wants to break open a big game, play this. A lot of different options with it. Great game. Personally, I prefer the Batman version just because I like Batman. You may like a more traditional game, or your group may like a more traditional game. I'm going to keep both, just so I have both those options open, depending on who I'm playing with. But I definitely like Batman, and that's the one I'm going to recommend, just because of the style of it I like a lot better. If you're into Batman, you're going to like that version better too, and you'll want to pick up that version. But look into both, decide which you want, and go grab it quick. You're going to want to play this game soon. Alright guys, thanks for watching another Roll and Move review. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. Also, tell me what you think of Batman Love Letter, and which version of the game you prefer. Please check out our sponsor website, alteregogames.net. If you're anything like me, you have a lot of things in your life cutting into your board game budget, things like groceries and bills and your gas tank. But Alter Ego actually expands my board game budget by stretching every dollar I have to spend. They'll do the same for you. Check them out, alteregogames.net. While you're at it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and if you want to get a hold of me personally, email me at rollandmovereviews@gmail.com. Otherwise, that's it guys. Until next time, have fun out there.